Many know of naturalist John Muir, but few have ever heard of the fascinating naturalist and ultra-runner Fergus Shufflebottom, though he was a contemporary and friend of John Muir. This is his amazing story. Fergus Shufflebottom was born in Brooklyn, New York in 1890, the bastard child of anarchist Bernard Shufflebottom and dance hall girl Hattie Chambers. As a child, Fergus was taunted by the other children for his strange name and illegitimate parentage. He learned early on that running was essential to his life. At age 12, Fergus ran away from home. Maybe it was the abuse of his alcoholic father, the shame of his promiscuous mother, or even more likely, a steady diet of haggis and blood pudding. A severely cold winter in Central Park served as early outdoor survival training for the young Fergus. In the spring of 1904, Fergus was fed up with the urban industrial world with its inhumane technologies and disregard for nature. He headed west for California. Without horse or train fare, Fergus set out on foot. Between hopping trains and running, he made his way across the open prairie. Braving bandits, inclement weather, and jock itch, Fergus traversed the Midwest. In Northern California, Fergus happened upon the Yaqui Native American Ishi. Ishi gave him many pointers on surviving in the wilderness. The Yaquis came to call Fergus Dark Wind, possibly because of his swiftness as a runner, but more likely because of his bouts of uncontrollable flatulence. In 1906, Fergus arrived in San Francisco just in time for the Big Quake, an event he felt was nature's revenge for modern changes such as coal-belching factories, noisy automobiles, and the game of tiddlywinks. 4 years later, Fergus ran into Charlie Chaplin, who was shooting a film in the San Francisco Bay Area. Chaplin and Fergus hit it off instantly. Chaplin would later cite Fergus Shufflebottom as his primary inspiration for the character of the Little Tramp. In 1913, Fergus made a long-distance run from Oakland to Yosemite. He discovered that the Miwok Indian breechcloth was much more comfortable on his private parts than his wool underwear. He began to build on his Miwok-learned survival skills, discovering numerous remedies. Among them, Fergus found that the slime from the banana slug mimicked antioxidants used in lip balms. He also found that sleeping scorpions radiated a certain electromagnetic frequency that was conducive to good sleep in humans when in contact with one's eyelids. Unfortunately, none of his discoveries gained much popularity. A year later, Fergus ran into John Muir and Teddy Roosevelt while running through the Mariposa Grove in Yosemite. With their common passions for nature and sex symbol Theta Bara, the trio became instant buddies. Roosevelt and Muir finished their tour of Yosemite with Fergus acting as guide. In September of 1915, Fergus made his famous ascent of Half Dome. With grit, determination, and a box of cocaine toothache drops, Fergus scrambled up the east side of Half Dome in half an hour. Then, on a spring day in 1916, Fergus set off for a run through the Kings Canyon Evolution Wilderness. This was the last footage taken of him. Fergus Shufflebottom was never seen again.